is vital to maintain the delicate balance of life on Earth. However, air pollution occurs when certain gases and particles build up in the atmosphere to such levels that they can cause harm to our health and damage the environment around us. These gases and particles, known as pollutants, tend to come from man-made sources, including the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, petroleum, or diesel, but can also come from natural sources such as volcanic eruptions and forest fires. Air pollutants can be in the form of solid particles, liquid droplets, gases, and can be classified as either a primary pollutant or a secondary pollutant. Primary pollutants are air pollutants that are emitted directly from a source such as cars, planes, volcanoes, and factories. The main primary pollutants are VOCs, or volatile organic compounds, carbon monoxide, oxides of nitrogen, sulfur dioxide, and particulate matter, or PM. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs for short, are substances with high vapor pressure which allows them to evaporate or sublime easily at standard conditions. Gasoline and natural odors from plants are examples of VOCs that release organic compounds and can have an array of adverse health effects. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that is extremely toxic. It can be formed naturally through photochemical sources or as a byproduct of incomplete combustion processes involving carbon-based energy sources such as the burning of petroleum, coal, or wood. The biggest source of carbon monoxide comes from vehicles, especially when they are moving slowly or when the engine is idle. Carbon monoxide can be fatal to humans when inhaled by attaching to the hemoglobin in red blood cells, serving vital organs such as the brain, nervous system tissues, and the heart of oxygen, causing them to lose their ability to work properly. Nitrogen oxides are a group of gases made up of varying amounts of oxygen and nitrogen molecules. One of the most common nitrogen oxides is nitrogen dioxide, which is a reddish-brown gas that has an unpleasant smell and is poisonous in high concentrations. They are formed when fossil fuels are burned at high temperatures, but can also be formed naturally by lightning strikes. In urban areas, most of the nitrogen dioxide comes from exhaust emissions. Nitrogen oxides can increase the likelihood of respiratory problems as it inflames the lining of the lungs and can reduce immunity to lung infections. Sulfur oxides are a group of compounds made up of sulfur and oxygen molecules. The most common sulfur oxide is sulfur dioxide, which is a colorless gas with a strong, foul odor. They are formed during the burning of fuels containing sulfur, such as coal and oil, and metal-containing ores such as aluminum, copper, zinc, lead, and iron. They can also be produced naturally from volcanoes and hot springs. Particulates or particulate matter are tiny pieces of solid matter or liquids in the air and can consist of hundreds of different chemicals, including carbon, sulfur, nitrogen, and metal compounds. They originate from many different sources, including construction sites, vehicle exhausts, industrial sites, unpaved roads, and come in many shapes and sizes. Some are large enough to be seen with the naked eye, whereas others can only be seen through powerful microscopes. Larger particulates, around 10 micrometers, are generally filtered out of the body via the nose and throat. However, smaller particulates, less than 10 micrometers, can be inhaled into the deepest part of the lungs and even enter the bloodstream. Secondary pollutants, from primary pollutants, emitted directly from a combustion process react in the atmosphere. Examples include acid rain, ground-level ozone, and photochemical smog. Acid rain is formed when oxides of sulfur and nitrogen dioxide react with water in the atmosphere to form various acidic compounds. When the compounds fall to the ground, they can cause damage to plants and can increase the acidity levels of our soils, rivers, and streams, affecting the delicate balance of ecosystems that live in these environments. Acid rain also accelerates the decay of irreplaceable buildings, statues, and sculptures. Up in the stratosphere, ozone can be beneficial as it protects humans and plants from harmful ultraviolet rays. However, as we move further down to Earth's surface, ozone can be quite damaging. It is an unstable molecule composed of 3 oxygen atoms and contributes widely to photochemical smog formation. In order for ozone, and hence photochemical smog, to form, sunlight, nitrogen oxides, and VOCs must be present. In the process represented below, an oxygen atom is broken apart from the nitrogen dioxide to form nitric oxide in a single oxygen atom. The nitric oxide combines with VOCs, enabling the free oxygen atom to react with the oxygen gas in the atmosphere to produce ozone. This excess ozone causes irritation to the respiratory tract and eyes, and is also a damaging air pollutant to plants as it reduces growth and productivity of fruit crops. In the end, air pollution is a serious and fatal global issue that can yield a variety of health and environmental problems. It truly comes down to us to come up with a course of action that will provide for a better tomorrow and a safe home for the many generations to come.